It was a weekend of high-flying, jet-fueled action as 16 talented Rocket League teams hit the many battlefields of the second RLCS European Regional event for the 2021 to 2022 series. The BMW Rocket League Open was a 3-on-3 online tournament with a $100,000 prize tag attached, showcasing some of the best crashes, clutch saves and pixel-perfect goals the region has ever witnessed.
The onslaught's working. They got two Vitality defenders to bite on it. There was no room to pressure it afterwards. They merged with control, but now the infield passes. Oh, what a stop! It still goes in! Cash puts the pressure on him and gets the first goal of the day.
Naturally, day 3 of competition was where each player faced their toughest challenge. Once a pecking order was established in the best-of-7 playoff bracket, the top 2 performing teams finally revealed themselves.
Personally, Cole, I have Dignitas taking it here in this first series at least, but they have been trading series historically. So far, they've gone 5-5, and Alpha 54 wants the first series to go their way. That they've wanted to be, especially...
Joriers, Scrubkiller and apparently Jack made up the combined forces of the Dignitas squad. Through 4 phenomenal games in the first series of the Grand Finals, they took down their regional competitors with a sensational 2-match lead.
The ball is not slowing down at all. It's solo play after solo play. Now it's Alpha's turn. But apparently Jack won't fall for his tricks.
Now ball looking high and lofting with Alpha chance to shoot on target. Scrubkiller screaming, "Get down, Mr. President." Can get the ball away from the goal line. Joriers with one, with the flip reset. The bottom corner is open.
Holding on for dear life in the event's 2 Grand Final series was the Swiss stage runner-up, Team Vitality. K-Dop, Fairy Peak and Alpha 54 were doing everything they could to swing each map back into their favour. But the pressure brought on by their rivals on the field proved too much for them in the final series of the tournament.
Time ticking down, overtime again potentially.
Maybe, unless there's going to be a winner in these last 10 seconds or so. Alpha needs to close down. Apparently Jack doesn't. This is really tricky for K-Dop. The Scrubkiller arriving. Scrubkiller gets a touch towards Joriers, and Joriers thinks it, and Joriers wins it. Surely.
To no surprise, the first game of the second Grand Final series went the way of Dignitas on the map of Manfield. Adding insult to injury, Dignitas continued their dominance on the battlefield of Forbidden Temple. Apparently Jack and Joriers kept the goals coming in the 5-minute game to 3-0, a troubled Team Vitality.
2-0 Dig, and surely they're going 2-up in this second series.
There's 90 seconds left. You struggle to think how they wouldn't. Joriers going for the air dribble bump. One touch in the air, sees that Fairy Peak is waiting, doesn't want any of that saving nonsense, continues with the aerial.
Do something here past
the longest match of the Grand Final stint was played at the DFH Stadium, as all 6 players entered overtime with 2 goals aside. For over 4 minutes, Dignitas and Team Vitality were locked in a back and forth. What seemed like an endless chase for the ball finally came to a close, as apparently Jack juggled the ball past the Vitality defence to claim Dignitas' 3rd win of the second series and put the trio at tournament point.
It's feeling like the tide is turning somewhat, despite how close this is. It's just they're taking more risks. Dignitas also haven't had the chance to go for too many risks. Jack up for 1, goes low with it, face! Alpha 54 can't get the touch on the goal line, and Jack, with no boost in the air, can still go low and pips it for the Dignitas win.
With only a handful of goals and not a single match win in the second series, Team Vitality boys had to do whatever they could to keep the Grand Finals alive in its final hour. Apparently Jack was the first to score from an elite pass from Scrubkiller, taking the lead for Dignitas on the battlefield of Utopia Coliseum. With less than 40 seconds remaining, Dignitas' goal was answered back, with Alpha 54 tying up the game to a single goal aside. Approaching overtime, it was all or nothing for Dignitas. A single goal had to be claimed. A minute and a half went by, and with one final strike, Scrubkiller closed out the European online tournament.
Scrubkiller, another heroic save, and somehow his teammates find themselves going solo again, as apparently Jack tries to flick it past Fairy Peak and a bump on the way as well. His Scrub! He shoots! Scrub Killer gets it! Scrub Killer has won it for Dignitas! And
Dignitas was the landslide victor that weekend, earning itself a generous prize win and a hefty amount of RLCS circuit ranking points to shoot the trio to the top spot of the European Fall rankings.
Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the amazing esport content from around the gaming globe. Only on Unbeaten Esports.